Perfect.
Texans game day. I can barely contain my excitement. It's a sad, sad state of affairs right now in the city. Actually, you know what? Fuck whatever happens to the Texans. The Astros in the fucking World Series, so that's good. The Rockets had an interesting game the other day. I need to keep up with that. We're just going to talk about the Texans. Welcome to Saw Sports. I'm your host, Ed Honcho. All sports, only Houston. My beef patties are done. But, man, this is tough. But if it wasn't for y'all, the great folks of Sauce Nation, I don't know. But what's the motherfucking deal, man? It's your host, Ed Honcho. Good to see you guys today. We're going to talk some Texans, Arizona. Of course, it's a very short show. I woke up late, stayed up very late last night, playing Far Cry 6. I'm trying to hurry up and finish beating that shit. There's too much shit going on in that goddamn game. And Saturdays are my relaxing days, right? So there's that. Let's see what we got joining us. Let's talk about some things. We'll get some mark my motherfucking words. We'll get some score predictions, and then we're going to slide out. We'll be in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, you want to be a part of that. This is the only way to make Texans games tolerable this season. So if you want to be a part of the Discord, patreon.com/saucesports, or become a channel member at the saucy tier or higher, and you'll have access to that. But let's get to it. Texas King. No, not going to be a good game for us. Welder Nation. JPJ. What's the motherfucking deal? Fabian Casillas. Purple Drink. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Oh, right here. Thank you. Y'all can't see her, but shout out to the wonderful Lady Honcho for bringing my beef patty. Scotty, get the fuck out. Let's see. Captain Diggler. What's the motherfucking deal? Lana, the better half of the greatest moderating couple in all of the entire universe, the known universe. There might be more universe that we don't know about, but of the known universe, hey, we got the best moderators in the sauce. Samuel Gross, Brickva, Black Vegeta, Herb Gotti the Don. What's the motherfucking deal? Brandon Dudley. Don't start that shit, Brick. Don't do it, Brick. Y'all want to know how bad it was? Like, I don't even know what the box stats. I don't know nothing from last game. Like, it was so bad. We just laughed in the Discord the entire game. I didn't even want to look at that shit, bro. I didn't even want to look at that shit. Corey Jackson, Tony Snow, don't do no blow. What's the motherfucking deal? Wise man in the building. What's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Yeah, that's what I say. Rockets just got to get it together, bro. They gonna all come together. You know what I'm saying? They all gonna get it all figured out. and then it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, man. Hold on one second. Oh, you know what? I made a big cluster flub today because I thought we was playing early today. So we're gonna just talk early and then fuck it. I'm gonna relax. That's what we're gonna do. I thought all the Texas games. I did not even pay attention to the deal. So cool. I'm all rushing and shit. I'm like, damn. See, I could have stayed in bed. I'm mad at the motherfucker. I just automatically assumed Texas all their games were at the fucking early time. But wait, we're gonna make a shake anyway, right? And just get it out the way. Just get it out the way. Enjoy the rest of the day. Black Vegeta, Eastside Hero. Yeah, we're just going to be happy about the Astros, man. JJ said he hates to see us like this. I don't want to hear that shit. Broderick Brooks, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. OG Fish Milk. Let me see. Oscar Federico. Miguel. Marcus Brown. Man, look. So like I said, I really thought we were playing early, so hey, cool, whatever. If it's really, really bad, we play it later. Then if it's really, really bad, don't expect no. I don't know. That depends. We might have a post game because depending on what time we get done, Dan and all that. But so there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to get on during the week, man, because there's just so many storylines tied into this game, right? You got ex-Texans. JJ, maybe not so much. He's playing. I guess he's doing what he's doing, but he's just not putting up those numbers that we used to see him here with the Texans. And we all know what Hop has been doing for several years, right? What I really want to get on, and if I miss you, I ain't dishing. What I really want to get on is somebody told you so's, right? There was a point when a specific player, D Hop, you guys know exactly who it is, what it is, that when he got traded, right, and a lot of people were upset. And there were a lot of people in this city, town, area, avenue, venue, whatever you want to call it, who turned on him immediately, right? But obviously, it looks like he won, right? Remember they talked about, he's not going to get the money he wants. He got the money he wants. Arizona's going to suck. Well, if we're comparing teams right now, Arizona seems to be trending upward, and we seem to be in no man's land. Like, I really, we have no idea what's going to happen with the Texans anytime soon, at all, because, again, we still got these rumors floating about WD-40 to Miami, and then what do you get for that? And then you got questionable QB drafts coming up. You still got players on this team who may or may not be with us. So, again, when you get rid of these guys, if you get rid of these guys, and you're going to have new holes to fill, right? So, a lot of times people say, hey, it's a rebuilding, right? A lot of people say it's a renovation. This is like one of those controlled demolitions is what I feel like is happening with the Texans. Just, they make sure everything just falls just right. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but, particular time in history, something similar. Anyway, and this is what I feel like is happening with the Texans, but thank God for the Astros, right? Thank God for the Astros. And when your biggest drama on a team is will you re-sign a player while you're on your way to the championship, I think you can live with that if you're a fan of that team. When you're rooting for a team that has never come close, right? They've been within 3/4 of an AFC championship. That's about as good as it's gotten for the Texans. They were the 3/4. Those 3/4 wouldn't have happened. They might have been the AFC championship game. And so when you just see the Texans acting like an old VHS, you got to take back to Blockbuster, and it just seems like they're just rewinding back to the beginning, back to the old, start of things. It's tough, right? And then I said, like I told y'all the other day, if and when, and I'm hoping they hurry up and do it, get rid of the used cars, get the used cars off the lot, and see what you can get for them. But the Texans are going to be very hard to watch, right? If you deal Zach, you deal Watson, you deal, I believe Tunsil will be gone at the end of the year, personally. So you really have nothing, right? And I don't know what happens with Justin Reed. I'm curious to see, but like you see, they can give guys deals, and then they're like, fuck it. With this new culture shift, it's just it's a terrible thing. So David Johnson, I'd definitely be hitting the pipe if I thought that. Shout out to Argentina, right? No, I will not turn off the fan. I forgot it was on, and just because you said something, Trill, I'm going to leave it on. Yes, I got the wrong mug. I thought I had the Honcho mug, but watch the Den too. It's a little bit more controversial, but all opinions are welcome in the Den. You should definitely check it out. Wise gave me a fire topic for this evening. I was trending somewhere in that direction anyway, but yes. Oh, it's going to be good tonight. Scotty, why are you in here? Food, that's why you're here. That is why. As I cut this off, in my head, I'm thinking, fuck you, Trill. There's that. So, when you look across the board, though, at Arizona's undefeated, right? I don't think anybody was predicting that. And like I said, you got these cross-team ties, a.k.a. Arizona, to an alleged running back we have on this team. Allegations, because I've never seen him do real running back things, right? JJ gonna have a sack today. He's gonna get one on the record. I mean, it would be ideal. I'm not a stat sexual, right? So I don't really be caring too much about like analytics. I think that shit is really stupid. I think it's really dumb. It's just a very analytical way of analytics. It's just a numerical way of saying I have nothing else to talk about. That's how I feel about analytics. Analytics is like really, really stupid to me because the shit it doesn't. What is it like playing a game? Like, you see those commercials with the AWS stack. There's a 16.2%. Shut the fuck up. Like, how do you really quantify that? Like, I'm sure that I know there's people way smarter than me, but it's like those people have never stepped on a fucking football field. So it's like, how do you get to be the guy that comes up with the calculation, the algorithms that determine the percentage, right? And I guarantee if they gave you the formula and you really took the time to look at it, you would find significant flaws. And one of those flaws would always be, human error. I mean, that's just a thing, or human capability, I'm sure, is a thing too. You can't measure one guy's awareness next to the next person's. But the numbers on Madden sound good, right? So anyway, I care about the basics. Yards, catches, completions, attempts, things like that. Like once you start trying to, account for all this weird shit, it gets real strange. But what I was going to ask is, even though I'm not into the stats, I'm curious. Is there any category, if anybody knows, is there any category involving the Houston Texans where they are top 16 in some kind of statistic? Like, are they in the top half of the league in any kind of stat? And I think fantasy football is different than analytics. Like, that's because of the way they calculate points. I'm just talking about like those AWS commercials. You had a 13.2% chance of shut the fuck up. Now I do find it interesting, like how fast they're going to the field. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, turnovers matter. Turnovers, they're top in takeaways. Okay. Definitely not capitalizing on those takeaways, but there's that top 16 Christian team. True or false, winning today's game against the Cards is more important than going for. No, it is. It does not. Like, you're still a bottom of the barrel team. You're a twofer team. You know what I'm saying? What 2 and would be 2 and 5. It's just like it's I don't think it matters, right? To Texans fans, yeah, it would, because you got, like I say, the old players. You got you got JJ, you got Hop. Texans fans have like this beef with Hop for some reason, right? And it's stupid because they're mad at Hop because he saw what anybody else with sense saw was happening under the Bill O'Brien regime, right? And they got mad at him for, wanting his worth. Then they got mad at him for getting his worth. And they got mad at him because they were wrong about a lot of the shit. And now they're still mad at him, so they want to see him fail because they made poor life choices. But yet you see Bill O'Brien go on, you see these other allegations come out. And I mean, how do you make the worst trade in NFL history and not legitimately be trying to tank your team? Like, I don't buy in everything that like a lot of these journalists and these writers say. I just take things with a grain of salt. Sometimes, you got to look at stuff, you get mad about it, you got to be, whatever, right? How does it really impact stuff? But that article that came out about Bill, like, deliberately trying to tank, it kind of makes sense to me. Like, it's hard to believe, but, like, some of the things that he did, you go back and you look at them, and you're just like, maybe, just maybe. Like, he was deliberately trying to be like, but my thing is also, it's just like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just, if that was the case, like, why wouldn't you just, be bad or whatever and then just, get let go, or be really good and then your contract comes up and you don't resign and then you got, teams who can bid for you, whatever. I don't know. But it just seems like to make a trade like that, you'd have to deliberately be trying to do something. I mean, everybody in the world knows that was a fucking lopsided deal, right? A fucking lopsided deal. But it is what it is. So, again, the thing about it, right, is that I want to come with some type of situation. I try to figure out, okay, what could possibly be done that the Texans could utilize to find some success in this game. The Texans offense, it's not good. The Texans defense can be opportunistic, but when they are opportunistic, guess what? The ball goes back to that offense who is inept. Hopefully, maybe this is the last. I don't know. I don't have any updates on time. Like I said, I've tuned out Texans this week. Caught some Rockets games. I saw the Astros when I didn't watch that. Like, I have that this jinx thing about the Astros, so I don't watch them. But is there any update on the Tyrod news? Because my deal is like, I don't know how much more. I really don't care. Like I said, just be in the Discord talk shit. But I don't know how much more Mills I can take, right? And I still stick to my story that I think that they're going to keep Mills for 2 years as they do all the rest of their stuff. Hey, why not? You ain't got to pay him that much. Just get out there and almost attempt to look like something, and our draft stock will rise, right? Don't be doubting Mills. I think Mills doubts Mills, right? I think Mills doubts Mills because I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on with the guy. And again, it's a fucked up situation. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like, I'm not really hating on the dude. The Texans fucked him over. I said it with last stream to actually feel bad for the guy, but the Texans fucked him over by putting him in a position to have to try to lead this team. Being a third round guy, knowing he's not ready. Unfortunately, Tyrod went out. Why not play the drip school, right? Why not play the drip school? But that's my deal. Man. And I showed y'all that video. That's why it's like, I don't think Mercy was tripping. I think Mercy might have been pulling a Bill O'Brien. Like, he might have been like, fuck it. They're going to put me out here. I ain't finna go hard. I'm finna just do what I got to do and then get out the fucking field, because you see like a different, motherfuckers leave the Texans and you see like a different energy. Motherfuckers leave, go to Arizona. Hop been trolling the Texans ever since. Motherfuckers and fans mad because he won, right? JJ told y'all, he saw it. That's why he's like, yeah, I'm cool on that. He's like, I'm cool on that because I'm gonna get out of there. I saw that. Like, and at the same time, as ready as I am for Deshaun to get out of here, So, we can just see what the future's going to be like at this point. It is what it is. You almost, as a player, you kind of can't blame him, but the position he is in at quarterback, it's different when you're talking about him versus, other guys that have come and went. Quarterback is your leader that, you have the most responsibility, you get paid the most, you have more control over the outcome of games than anybody else, right? And so I get it. You say he wants to be good, he's not going to be playing for the crappy season. Yeah, but that half a year starting games in the NFL might be his entire career. Because it's gonna stick with him unless you just see unless you just see something amazing. Like I don't think he's it. He'd have to have some real upgrade, have to have some real improvement. But like I was saying, the Texans' offense is terrible. Arizona's defense is pretty good. If I'm not mistaken, they're top 5 in quite a few categories, or they're up there in quite a few categories. And so, again, when you have a putrid offense and a decent defense versus a solid offense and a solid defense, well, we know where the weakest link is going to be, right? When the Texans can't stay on the field, the defense gets exhausted, and it actually makes them look worse. I think the Texans' defense is a lot better than what they show statistically. But when you're spending so much time on the field because your offense can't sustain drives, they can't, convert third downs, it wears you out, it gasses you out. And so, again, it's a carryover effect. You spend a bunch of time on the field, and then there you go. Also, is there any way we can get rid of Kaimi? Like, can we get Kaimi? Mills is not. Look, what you got to do, Brickford? What you got to do is when you're talking positively about Mills and it's an if statement, you got to put if, the entire word, in capital letters, right? Mills is barely a QB. I'm not going to call him an up-tempo QB, right? I really want to eat this beef patty. So, again, man, like I said, it's a sad state of affairs, and I don't look forward to the outcome of what's going to happen on the game today. Right? Don't ask me why I still got it. I haven't even changed this picture, right? I haven't even changed this picture here on the thing. But, so, this is actually what I'm going to do, right? Because I made a cluster flub, and I made a mistake, thinking that we had an early game. I'm just like, I didn't want to see the Texans on TV, but we are playing a good team, so it's going to be a later game. What I'm going to do is we'll get the full hour of pregame show, but we're just going to split it into 2 segments. So we'll do this because I like to actually do it right before the game because that's when there's actual energy. So what we'll probably do in the second half of it, maybe take some calls. I'll wait and save the score predictions and mark my motherfucking words for the second deal. Plus, I'm going to be honest, I just want to eat my beef patty. That's really what it is. Like, the thing about it is, hey, the XFL coming back. There might be a spot for Mills. Hey, I'll put him on the Roughnecks as a backup. I don't know. But it's just like, yeah, and that's my deal. I agree, Miles. It's just the Texans, they're, again, Amendola's back. I know you guys are excited about that, right? I know you guys are clamoring to see Amendola get on the field and ball out. But all bullshit to the side, I think having a veteran presence like that, can be an asset to Mills. And Mills was kind of fucked over, too, because, again, like you said, you had like guys like Chris Moore. I don't think anybody really knew, having to step up and play when Nico was out. Oh, Nico. Y'all remind me in the Discord to share my thoughts about Nico. Something I saw that I need to speak on about Nico Collins. Remind me, it's a pure Discord conversation, so y'all remind me in the Discord. Did it not go in? YouTube is probably like, fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't need any super chats. He's an asshole. It might take a second. I'm not sure what's going on. But like I said, it's like it's tough, man. It's super tough. I think y'all can tell where I'm going to be trending in my score prediction in the other one. You fear for Ray stress levels? I think Ray Ray's cooling, man. I don't think he's tripping. I think Ray Ray's looking towards the future. I think most of us are looking towards the future. Like I said, if it wasn't for getting on the sauce and chopping up with y'all, my stress levels would be lower, right? And it's not even saying that I'm stressful here. It's just I actually got to think about what's going on instead of just saying, we'll just see what happens. And I'm like, we're here. It is what it is. But, just curious. How many Astros fans do we have in the chat? Like actual Astros fans, not just rooting for the Astros because they're in the World Series. I'm curious. Drop a one. Drop a one if you are an Astros fan. That would be awesome. But I wish I could partake. But I'm gonna have this motherfucker sober Texas. Whew. But here's the deal, Brickva. Like the thing about Rookie, that might be all you see of his career. About Rookie, about Mills is that might all be all you see of his career. Like again, it's unfortunate. This is a high turnover league. Some guys get to hop around and end up in place play. They get 2 or 3 shots. They might get another backup role somewhere, but. In your moment to shine, your opportunity to shine, if you're not capitalizing on that, then, it is what it is. But like I said, I know a couple of games are going to come on, so what we'll do is we'll hit the halfway mark here, and then we'll drop a pregame show part 2 about 30 minutes before game time, maybe 35 minutes before game time. So what is it, 3:25? So let's say about 2... I don't say 2:55, about 30 minutes. So 2:50, about 2:50. That's such a weird time. Let's do 2:45. And that way, we have enough time to clear out, do what you got to do, get your pregame snacks in. Me, I'm dropping 2 interceptions. Man, it's going to be, you being nice. You say one stroll since the night before we choked to the Braves in the postseason multiple times way back. This is why the World Series worries you. But here's the thing. This is the thing. This is what I keep saying about. This is my thing though, right? Brickford. This is what I tell Texans fans, and I think you're more of a Mills fan than necessarily maybe a Texans fan. I don't know. Being from Georgia, we got to stop giving a fuck what's happening on other teams. Like it really doesn't matter because what they eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't care if Mac Jones or whoever else is terrible. That doesn't benefit the Texans anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not worried about the pass. Like, the thing about it is like, it doesn't matter what's happening here and in our house. Like, it doesn't matter if your neighbor next door. I'm not insinuating. I'm just trying to make a bad analogy. Your neighbor next door is beating his dog, right? If you're like beating your wife or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a terrible person, he's an animal beater. This bitch don't make my goddamn breakfast, I'm gonna kick her out. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you got bad shit going on in your house, it doesn't matter what's happening down the street, doesn't have what's down the block or on the other side of town or any of that shit. Like, that was a terrible analogy. That was a very violent analogy. Scotty's looking at me like, nigga, what? Scotty, if y'all can see the look that Scotty's giving me right now, he is not pleased with that analogy. I'm sorry, Scotty. All right, here, take this. You know you want it. Take it. Here. Yeah, fuck it. You don't want to eat the shit? Fuck you. Anyway, so you say this is the first time since inauguration you picked the Texans to lose any game ever. What? Oh man, it is what it is. I just don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be very ugly, and you keep telling yourself these completely new teams. Anyway, we'll see. But like I said, we'll slide back in here 2:45 Central Time. We'll do part 2. We'll get the mark my motherfucking words. We'll get the score predictions and all of that good stuff. Because I'm going to eat my fucking beef patty's gotten cold now. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And I'm telling Scotty giving me a dirty look. That nigga like, yeah, I don't like this nigga. I want out. We'll be back in here 2:45, and like I said, we'll get score prediction, mark my motherfucking words, all those good things. We'll get a little energy, get a little hype going into the pregame, but right now, y'all watch the games that are coming on. We'll talk about what's happening around the league. And does Miami play early? No, hell no. Scotty ain't getting the beef. Scotty actually had a beef patty yesterday. Scotty did have a beef patty. This is why I say this dog is spoiled, and that's why he's fat. Y'all saw him in the picture. That I posted on the gram. He was over getting mad because I wouldn't give him a damn hot dog. He's a piece of shit. But with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you. It is my honor, my privilege, my pleasure to get to chop it up with you guys. 2:45 p.m. Central. We'll be back here. We'll do part 2. Like I said, we'll get a whole hour of morbid, depressing, sad Texans talk. But I got a few things I'll save to point out till then because I want to part out before mark my motherfucking words and all those things. But with that being said, one, I don't know what a beef patty is. All right, I don't know what a beef patty is. Broderick, not a burger. No, like a beef empanada. Never. Does Scotty have a no trade? He absolutely does. I've tried to get rid of him multiple times. He doesn't come back. Scotty. The only time Scotty's ever been an issue is like been times he snuck out like the back. Scotty likes to go into random white people's garages. Don't ask me why. It's been more than one occasion Scotty has gotten out, and this has been living in different sides of town. Scotty's gotten out, and I've had to go look for him, and I just found him in a random white person's garage, open, just hanging out with people. Like, it was one time I was cutting some yards, and I was actually cutting my uncle's yard for him, and I took Scotty with me. And he got out, and I'm like looking for him. I'm looking up and down the street. I'm like calling his name and shit. And then like some little girl comes to the corner. She's like, you looking for a little white dog? She's like, yeah, he's over here. Man, I go in there. He hanging out in the dude's man cave. He got his garage open. He just sitting there chilling like he lived there and shit. I'm like, this nigga Scotty, like, what is wrong with you? And then one time he got out over where I'm at now, and then I'm looking for him, and he's like across the street in the neighbor's garage hanging out with the lady. She's just sitting outside on her phone talking and shit, and he's in there sitting next to her like he lives there. I'm like, this dog is a real people shit. I mean, real piece of shit. That's what it is. He knows. He's like, hey man, this nigga across the street ain't feeding me good. I know y'all got good stuff. What y'all got up in here? And she just talking like this, she like not even tripping at all. I'm like, this is the weirdest shit ever. This dog, Scotty is a piece of, Scotty is not loyal. Scotty follows the food. But like I said, with that being said, 2:45, we'll be back. I appreciate y'all. Until then, enjoy the games, the early games, and then we'll get back in here and get the pressure right before the game. Get some good hype going. With that being said, it's your boy Honcho. I'm gone.